This is again for future recording. Hello, Katie Oshiwanita with HJR seminars and sessions in the current HJR Gridkeepers community membership and our monthly discussion group. So, and again, our topic will be the HJR Gridkeepers Handbook foundation for this community. So we'll kind of go obviously more in depth about that. And I wanted to, again, just kind of clean house, organize, make sure everybody knows what's going on, what to do. Okay. So the first thing oh, great.
Would you like me to put the HJR handbook link in the chat for anybody that wants to buy it?
Sure, that would be good.
Okay.
Especially because there's quite a few people that actually aren't, not, few of the people are not actual members. So that would be really good for them to be able to have the option of getting, although they can go on the page as well, which I'm getting ready to pull up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think. It was showing it to me earlier. Okay, I got it. That. And then back here. And
Okay.
oh, maybe that.
Zoom
Okay, that's what it is. Was it?
chat.
Right.
Anyone that wants to buy it.
Yeah. And okay, so this is the HJR Gridkeepers community on the website. We're looking at our the Mashayahana Urea Earth Conservatory or Waikin Prayer Healing and Awakening Salon Pod, located in the Silver Seed Aya Sanctum within the Ureda Great Hall, located in the Crystal Caverns Aurora Earth Deity Plain. So kind of the basic structure. I'm not as good as the Aisha. This is my version of it. And so we have, this is the manifestation template area, array rug, basically the place we hang out when we're working and manifesting and creating. The aquifers, it's all the way down into Nomi Earth Core Seed Field by Crystal. Have the doorway, platform. There's 4 fire, water, flame hearths. And they're in each, I think, of the 4 corners, so down here and down here. Got the cascading waterfall of the Ayave Dream Stream Holy Waters. Okay, this is the lens when I talk about the Aye lens. And there's a flame, so the lens of Aye skylight. It's kind of the more traditionally what it views. I realized with the new KDDL material that, or not KDDL, the Earth Sync, and I guess a little bit of the tail end of the KDDL3, the Proja, Lewis, am I getting it right? Proja travel vehicle. That's, I think, what we've been using. We just call it, because I have found the Mashayahana Prayer Salon is actually a travel vehicle, and you can travel wherever you want in it. And as it's been activating and taking on the activations of the newer information, I kind of feel like it's starting to kind of change form a little bit. One of these days, I'm going to have to do a painting of it at some point. That's that. And again, of course, this is not my material. Information taken from sliders 11 and 12 and KDDL 3, Freedom Teaching Series by Azurite Press and Arrays Productions. HJR Seminars LLC are in no way affiliated with Arrays Productions. We are extremely grateful for all of what they do. This information is all theoretical because everything is created in the mind. What world do you want to create now? Okay. Harmonizing Journey to Realignment, HJR defines a grid keeper as one who is connected to their clan spirit family and is their authentic expression. The grid keeper then plugs into the grids of the earth, the energy lines and energy centers of the earth to align their lone harmonic, authentic, eternal expression with the core of the earth plane for healing and aligning all of life everywhere to their authentic expression, creating a new earth now. Other names for grid keepers are healers, spiritualists, chaosers, avers, and grid workers, gatekeepers, kind of thing. And then that's just a little introductory video. And that's if you wanted to, just for those that haven't, not sure what they want to do, right there is the option for if you want to connect in with just the blog posts and stuff like that and notified of different things. Okay, live group. And also, is everybody hearing me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. And then activities. So I'm at this point looking to commit to 2 journeys a month. One will be more newcomers and one's going to be more advanced people. The advanced people can go to both. Actually, that would be awesome if the advanced people could go with both, because then they could hold and create and help with the newcomers create their shield faster form. And then, of course, the monthly grid keeper discussion. And again, I already said what book we're starting out with. And then I'm kind of looking after this, but we'll talk about it because obviously if something else comes up that we would rather do, we'll do that. But my next thing I'm looking at doing is the KDDL 1. And they do have, I'm thinking it probably wouldn't hurt for people possibly to get the workbook, but we'll see. But what I know that I'm probably going to do is, as segment by segment, areas of the older material that is very new to most people, I will probably expand it and go more to some of the other older workshops to kind of give more of the foundation so that we can really build on knowledge. Because it's more than touchy-feeliness, it's actually really utilizing your whole being. So having that knowledge of the mechanics means you know the difference between the 2 torus, Fibonacci spiral, crystal spiral. So you're not fooled and conned and manipulated. Yeah. So you really know what you're doing. So to be an actual responsible grid keeper. So, yep. And then this is what Lewis was putting in the chat for people to be able to purchase the new book. So there's a PDF version of it and a paperback. And it's not through Amazon, it's through
I think it's called Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu.
Which was
yeah, thank you. And new people, which let's see, I think there's maybe 1 person. There might have been a few people, I'm not sure. Anyway, for newcomers, a newcomer is someone who's never done any journey whatsoever with me. So to be able to actually do a journey, the once a month for a newcomer journey is I have, when you actually sign up, there's a video with its PDF for the introductory session, and then like the next day or day after, you then do an audio version of the faster way to get into the pod space, and then you're ready, and we can just hit the ground running and really start going. Yeah. And also for people that are members, they get a 30% discount on a 2-hour HJR private session for all members. And definitely, of course, for sure, the newcomers, a private session, at least one for sure, is very valuable. And then, of course, here's the schedule. And then,
Katie,
yes.
oh yeah, just showing God. Sorry.
Okay.
My fault.
Okay. No problem. Keep helping me keep me in line, Luz. Awesome. Okay. This particular one obviously is not showing, you know, where it'll have a spot to where you can either sign in or sign up or subscribe. That's not showing on this particular one because I'm signed into my computer. So once you sign in, you want to definitely connect into the Discord chat. I think most people, but not everybody so far, has gotten into the Discord chat yet. And what I have right now, and I may change this, I'm not sure, it may be overkill. I had, I guess, activated, I don't know if that's created, 3 different chats. I created a chat for just Zoom links. I created a chat for chatting. And then I created a chat for people to view the journeys. Now, I think I'm going to keep that one, but I'm wondering about the Zoom one. I might just put it in the regular chat. It depends. If we get to where the chat's really good and really lots of people talking, it might get confusing to try to track the Zoom link when I put it in for the month. So we'll see on what I do on that. And I hope that we have a really good, awesome chat. People really sharing and talking. Okay. And then, of course, just a note in regards to the Discord chat is please be respectful, play nicely, and keep topics related to personal experience of making the journey and integrating the work into your daily life. This community supports the Freedom Teachings, KDLs, and EarthSync teachings. Disrespect for these teachings will not be tolerated. Membership will be canceled if anyone intentionally undermines the work. That's a tonal signature of energy, right? We hold the strongest possible. Other than that, people are free to explore and incorporate other works of other people's work to support the above mentioned works. And there's lots of really good stuff out there that actually makes the Keylontic science even stronger. So yeah. All right. Newcomers prerequisite again. So there's the video that I referenced and the PDF that goes with it. And then after that, listening to the audio with its PDF, and then you're ready. And that journey will be on the 28th currently at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And then there's the link for being able to do the private discounted session. And then I've included the HJR seminar series. So that's currently right now 2 introductory Keylonic science videos for the newbies, the new beginners that don't know anything about Keylonic science. And then the wonderful new Freedom Forum, and we'll probably be talking more about them and putting links for that for their wonderful content. And then, of course, Arias Productions as a resource. Okay, any questions so far? On any of this material? I'll probably put the classes, I think I'll put this first class probably here so that anybody new looking at things over can do it. But I think then the rest, I'm probably, I was contemplating it, putting it in down here, but what I may end up doing is just putting it in the Discord chat. I will figure out what is going to be the best for that. Alrighty, so that was that. Oh, I think I was thinking about going into Discord, but yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's stop that. All right. Put that up. Back into March. Discord. Okay, so this is monthly Zoom link, HJR Gridkeepers chat. I think it might be you, Nadia. Can you just mute yourself for now, sweetie?
Yeah, sorry. I'm
No
just
problem.
trying to locate the
There you go. We got it. Okay. So, excuse me. So the bi-weekly right here, journeys. This is our chat, and then the monthly Zoom. So I really would like it if we could all have our wonderful discussions on that middle one, the HJR Gridkeepers. Hopefully you guys should get all three choices. If you don't, let me know, and I'll probably whine to Lewis to help me figure it out. Okay. All right, so that's that. Again, any questions? No. Okay. So that. Yes, sir. So the HJR Gridkeepers Handbook. Right. So, what is the Harmonizing Journey to Realignment HJR? So HJR does not mean conforming to any religion or organization's rule on how to live a happy, successful life or how to make it to heaven. It means focusing on waking up to whom we are as spiritual beings living in a bio-spiritual universe. HJR takes us back to our playful innocence of knowing without fear or guilt. It takes us back to that inner child that we lost contact with somewhere in the process of growing up. HJR is a map or guide that takes us wherever we want to go. Who are we concerning oneself, the universe, and God, oneness, God's source? What is a God source first eternal being? What does that have to do with you living a happy, prosperous, joyful life? Everything. And again, if there's anything that you guys want to add or comment on or question, by all means. You know, that we don't have to rush through this. And also, I guess too, maybe what I should also do before we get too far with this is anybody want to just kind of share what they want to gain from this, becoming this community, what is kind of important for them that they want to maybe accomplish, do things like that in this community. Nadia, you're on mute. And you look like you're talking.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah. I really enjoyed the sessions and I've gotten a great deal from them. And what I sense is for me to strengthen my connection to my clan family, my multi-dimensional selves as well. Yeah. And to source also to support what I'm here to do and to co-create and connect with others also within the community. So yeah. Just to say very briefly, the last session I did with you, I might have mentioned, I got a download of, I think it was like the Navajo sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt it, yeah, it was parts of, like there were two codes that came through, and then another one was in blue and orange, it was beaded also. So I just feel there are very clear messages that are coming through. So it's just really strengthening in whichever way that takes place, whether it's visual or it's intuitive, or yeah, whichever way it's supposed to manifest. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Miss, who would like to be next? Bina, you want to be next? You're on mute.
You speak to me?
Yeah. Did you want to share? Did you want to share a little bit about what you were wanting to gain?
Yeah.
And, you know, in this community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Excuse me for my English. Yeah, for me, one of the most important things to navigate correctly through life on daily basis, and to tune to my true self, to be able to discern true light from true light. It's most important, one of the most important things to me. And to be aware, simply just to stand in decreased, completely aware, living in total awareness, and to be aware of gunful or phantom and gunful pass, just not to get trapped in the phantom and gunful pass. So important in this world.
Okay.
Yeah, and to tune constantly to my true self, my clan family, my true
Which
self.
you do an absolute wonderful job, even though you don't think so half the time. You
Thank you.
Louis, do you want to be next?
Yeah, I really want to help develop a really strong core shield of people who can utilize their pod space and utilize Proga. Because as we see, with Hostmasters especially, eventually what's going to be happening is we're going to be going to these grid sites and we're going to be doing a lot of good work as the trumpet pulses start to outpicture and chaos starts to reign supreme. So we're starting here right now. So it's an amazing opportunity you guys have. Because Katie's HJR sessions for me personally. It's transformed my life. And I hope that she can kind of spread that same magic that what she's done to me to you guys.
Gregory? Greg? You're on mute.
Yeah, I just unmute myself. G'day everyone, my name's Greg. I'm just here to learn more about myself and to get through all this crap that's going through with worldwide at the moment, and just help by helping others, help myself just move through. Pretty much nothing major, just very simple.
Thank you.
And I've done a few sessions with Katie, and they've always been really, really informative, as you all know. So yeah, just like to keep doing that and keep exploring that. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's see.
I can go next.
Yes, awesome. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm Simon, and I'm here because I felt a calling to come. I just saw a link and I was like, oh yeah, that's the next thing that is on my path, and I mainly want to establish connection with my higher self, so I can discern different information from, like, if it has Metatronic spirals in it, or if it's Christic, or because I get caught up in like stuff that I think it's Christic, but it ends up not being Christic, and I end up like getting implants from bioresonance people, or like listening to healing frequencies, but it just like doesn't heal me at all. So yeah, I just want, my main goal is establishing like that connection, because I feel really disconnected right now because I'm really new, but I hope that it changes soon.
Okay, well, welcome. Now, I've got two people that subscribe that I don't know who they are. So would you be pioneering something, or what, or Robbie 8? Simeon? Or have you not signed up
Excuse me?
yet?
I haven't signed up yet.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. Anyway, I think I have everybody, but I still don't know who Robbie 8 is in pioneering. So if they come in, let me know. I need to know who you are. Okay, awesome. So, but you're wanting to sign up, it sounds like?
Yeah, I will see. Yeah.
Okay.
Most likely I will sign up.
That'd be wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Or at least you're going to see how it goes tonight, right? What the energy is. Yeah, I understand. That's cool. Lisa Stewart, would you like to share a little bit of what you're wanting to gain from the group?
Hey everybody. Yeah, I thought it was something that was shown to me that I found out about. It was shown to me for a reason, and I felt like this is the next step for me, like in exploring my higher self and my clan family, and also to meet others in this group that have the same interest. And I've done the meditation, just the basic one that Katie had, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm looking forward to creating a space in the new earth and working on that. That's really important for me, and working on the mechanics of the ascension when I, move on to the next phase of my life. So yeah, I think it's going to be really great, and I'm excited. So
Thank you.
thanks.
Welcome. All right. Bing Gordon. Bing Gordon the 8. Did you want to share a little bit? Is your audio met? Hold on, let me pull up the chat. See what we got here.
I think it might just be because he sent one of the messages beforehand.
Oh, here it is. Hey, something, my mic is muted. I got 2 kids yelling here. Okay. Well, Bing, do you just want to type in a little bit about what brought you here? What you're kind of wanting to get from the group, and I'll read it out loud. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it's almost, although we started a little bit late, so we'll probably go around 5 to 10 minutes over. I don't know if he's typing or not. Oh, was just checking out what your new service is about and felt like I would support you. I felt like I would support you. Okay, well, thank you. All right. Okay. Don't think I'm missing anybody. Okay, yeah, I got everybody. So for the next few minutes, then I'll continue with the material again, unless there's something anybody would like to say or add, by all means. I guess there's that raise the hand option. Slow me down. So, all right. So, what is God's source first eternal and its counterparts, first and second creation mechanics? First and second creation mechanics are Quanta, program-coded holograms. Behind both is who and what we really are, which is conscious awareness of all that ever was, is, and will be, that took on the form of energy, which in turn have become codes or keylons, who, as conscious awareness, work together to create mathematical holographic reality programs that we all eventually call manifest reality. So I'm basically, quantic science is what I'm defining. What are the groups? Many schools of thought have gone deeper in defining this Qonic science. Obviously, Ashiana Arias, science of mind actually hones Andarian theory, Robert D. G. Bell and Catherine B. Bostwick, Seth by Jane Roberts, all in their own ways talk about this mechanics, of course, Abraham Hicks as well. These are names that I have come across in my studies, some more recent than others. They all let me know that I am not alone in my view of the world. This conscious awareness of the all that is created the mechanics of first creation for the joy of expansion. Two things I want to try to do here. I guess it's not going to do that. I was seeing if I could get you. No, never mind. That might be bad. That might be bad. As soon as I put you guys, your images across the top, but then that's going to hide my share. Sorry. Okay. This conscious awareness of the all that is created the mechanics of first creation for the joy of expansion. There is no hierarchy because capital I, capital T is all one conscious awareness. This goes from the most complicated quote unquote human to a grain of sand of multidimensional minute units of conscious realities. And again, you guys can stop me at any time. As we evolved, moving into new opportunities for expansion, We set up parameters and a safety net, thinking we could control how we expanded. First creation mechanics embodied the CRIS code, which holds the mathematical program of perpetual renewal of manifest life. Organic conscious awareness manifested programs have the ability within itself to sustain life without feeding or anything outside of itself, to sustain its programmed reality constructs, allowing for eternal manifest expression. I'll read a little bit more and then open it up for people to comment on what I've read so far. So think about what I've read. The CRIS code, or Partakai program, creates the pre-manifest building blocks of kelons of creation, right? So each kelon is almost like a little holographic orb of reality. This substance makes up the elements that eventually create everything we know as manifest, such as photons. We are made up of these kelons, which are fission, electrical expansion, out-breath, positive charge, male, and fusion, magnetic contraction, in-breath, negative charge, female, generators, pulsating. Oh, he dropped out. Okay. Generators pulsing at the 0 point, or cave of creation, or the neutral spirit, one space, or form constant, it, or the lowest unified velocity point. So when I say, what is it I usually say? I'm spacing. Much love and peace, LUV. That's what I'm saying. Lowest unified velocity point, the neutral IM point. This is the mechanics and science behind creating manifest expression that perpetually renews. This is the original trinity from which all other trinities came, right? The light, sound, room, one. Oh! Okay. That was weird. All right. Sorry. The universal mind, you, me, we, us, they, it, God, source, first, eternal, Aya, Aye, is the intention word to create all possible expressions of being just for the experience of it, capital I, capital T. This intention is breathed out. So you breathe in, hold the intention, breathe out with a corresponding backflow return of the first experience of this intention as it breathes back in. Being the essence of everything, when it breathes back out, it doubles. So hold intention, breathe it out. It manifests all kinds of ways. Then there's a natural backflow return as the breathes back in to our eternal core of our being of eternal source. Okay. So being the essence of everything, when it breathes back out, it doubles the energetic encryption experience, continually creating a duplicate intention with quantifying thrust. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it becomes many, many complicated structures, but all still holding that basic energetic construct, which is basically also cathartic structure we'll talk about later. The original Christic intention remains for all other Partakai phases. Partakai, Particum. Partakai phases from the CRIS code, to which is another way of saying light, sound, and one, or male, female, and androgyne. So Partakai phases from the CRIS code to which the kelon is created. Keep in mind that we are not yet at the densification stage yet in this process. This is who we are at our purest as non-physical aware consciousness. Our DNA is built on this. Our DNA is built on this pre-matter crystal code, which holds the keys to who we are as God's source first eternal. Each DNA ladder has a base tone magnetic rail, a resonant tone electrical rail, and an overtone neutral rung that, put together, vibrates at different angular rotations of particle spins of manifest expression. So I'm going to stop here before we talk about finite second creation mechanics. I would love to hear what anyone would like to comment on about what they understand or feel they got out of first creation mechanics. Remembering that you're muted.
So I have a bit of problem with understanding the overtones and resonant tones in the DNA. So from my understanding, the first is the no, yeah. I have a gap with understanding it, basically.
Let me get back to that. Okay. We are told that we have, with our DNA, we have the I guess it's the helix, the two strands, right? So what I'm saying is, or I should say what Q-Line science says, is one of those strands is running a base tone or a magnetic frequency, more of that sort of holding energy. And then the other strand is a resonant tone or electrical charge. And then, oh, I can't see myself. I don't know what I look like. So those two strands connect together. So they're not like two separate strands. There's the rails, right? And it looks like a ladder. So it's basically a ladder structure. Jacob's ladder from the Bible, that's basically Jacob's ladder is the DNA. He's talking about the DNA strand and the DNA development of multidimensional anatomy, because there's 12, he has 12 steps, I think it is. So each of those rungs or foot places you put your foot, that's the neutral. That's the form constant. That's what holds the electrical and magnetic together, because the Trinity, because this is what we're talking about, the Trinity, how manifestation works is you have a balance between the holding and the releasing, and something has to keep that together, and that is the 0 point. That's the form constant. Whatever the creation is, whatever the Kelon coded holographic memory matrix or program has a certain base pulse rhythm, tonal signature, because that electrical and magnetic work together and they play music, right? Sound tones can go with that. Vibration can go with that. Oscillation, intensity of frequency goes with that, of how the combination of how those two, light and sound, work together. Does that help any?
Yeah. Also, I think I asked the wrong question, because I was meaning, like on the. From my understanding, I may be wrong. Like one on one density strand, for example, strand 1, 2, and 3, one is overtone, one is resonant, and one is bass tone. I don't think
Each density, not density, excuse me, it'll come out of my mouth correctly. Each dimensional strand. So, for instance, we are living in harmonic universe 1. Harmonic universe 1 is made up of 3 dimensions 1, 2, and 3. Each of these dimensions actually have 12 subharmonics within them. Within a dimension, there's 12 subharmonics. Basically, the 12 subharmonics is holding that resonant tone between the electrical and magnetic. So it would have the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, on up, right, violet, the different yellows, and all the different colors on each of the rungs. So where the rung meets the electrical and magnetic, so you have a subharmonic D1 basically of red that holds that molecular structure. D2 it holds the elemental structure. D3 holds the mental holographic structure, and then you would repeat that with each density plane based on the frequency or vibration, however you want to use it. But just remembering with so yeah, make sure I'm answering your question. So the D1 again, it's a mixture of both. Everything always holds that form constant of light, sound, and 1, period. Now what you can have is our particular harmonic universe we're in is more of magnetic base because its adjacent is parallel, which would be the electric, which would be the electrical, which would be the antimatter. So we're matter, antimatter of our parallel within the Eka system. And then, yeah. I think I'm spacing in where the mending part is, but anyway, so there. You're always going to have somehow the two together. Does that answer your question? Or did I not understand your question?
Yeah, I think I just I haven't understood it properly from like previous workshops that I have watched, and I got it like mixed. So I understood like the helix, that one is magnetic, one is electric, and the neutral. I understood that. Yeah, so I understood what you said.
Cool. Anything else? Okay. Anybody else have anything they would like to add to the discussion of the knowledge that they know, or any questions they may have that I said something that wasn't clear? Remembering y'all are on mute. Okay. All right. We'll go on to finite second creation mechanics. Where are we? Okay, yeah, we're doing okay time-wise. All right. My version, my making up of finite second creation mechanics. So far, I don't think I've heard anybody else say it. If they have, let me know, because I never heard anybody else use the term finite second creation mechanics. So, is a byproduct of this attempt at controlling the wave of expansion through the contrast of experiencing the full range of life experiences. From these contrasts, we had limited our ability to fully align with the new expanded form we became by setting up a safety net. In other words, finite second creation mechanics is the stagnant, resistant energy we experience from not aligning with who we are as God Source First Eternal. So we're talking about in the beginning, God Source First Eternal wants to expand and evolve and try new things and grow. But there's times when we expand, but we're not quite ready to step into what we've expanded into. So then that causes resistance, and that resistance builds up to becomes kind of miasms, dark like crystals, and we can kind of shut down. And in that process of shutting down too, we created a safety net, right? It's called space dust return. It's another way of saying that, kind of a way of, if we get too stuck, we have a way to get ourselves back out. Finite second creation mechanics was built from violating our light body structure of first creation mechanics safety net of the Trinity of the Christ code of light, sound, and one spirit creation. The light electrical was manipulated and modified from the Christ code Trinity, which created a dead light Helon program with its own set of laws. Okay. Because it no longer runs by the laws of the Christ code, it becomes a finite dead light structure, no longer able to perpetually renew itself. This created the ultimate form of resistance, causing an intense growth, expansion for it, or conscious awareness, God Source First Eternal, Aya, Yumi, we say it. Second creation came out of first creation mechanics evolution of running on the leading edge of expansion. Resistance to the flow causes conscious awareness to move into a new area of being, or new areas of being, which expands the fullness of the whole. And fully understanding as eternal, conscious, aware, eternal beings, there is only the eternal joy of expansion as we all let go of judgment of right or wrong. We live both first and second creation reality constructs every moment. We have the choice of which we want to be now. So part of it, maybe I said it, example. Oh, I'll just keep talking and then I'll talk about what's coming in my head. Examples of second, and again, keep an eye out on the little hand signal. Examples of second creation finite mechanics working in our time matrix are the flowers of life, two Taurus, and the Kabbalah tree of life. We have been living a finite second creation mechanics life of looking outside ourselves to sustain our light body biology for a very long time. Societies have been built on this need for outside rules and regulations to be followed, further defining this inner separation of finite expression. Yeah. Abraham Hicks kind of talks about holding when you're fishing and you have the bobble. She talks about it holding down your bobble. When you're ready, you're on the leading edge of creation, you're trying new things, but you're getting a little bit boogered out about it, and you're holding the resistance. You're holding down the bobble, you're resisting, you're building up that miasmic energy, but at the same time, you're also building up more of what you want to expand into. And at some point, there's also going to be an expansion point when you end up expanding out. So that's kind of part of that, almost kind of a part of that safety net energy of that sort of holding back energy is an expansion part of it too. So it's not evil in and of itself, except if you get stuck and miasmic with it, where it just gets more shut, you get more shut down to where you're living basically a disconnected life. You're living a life of fear, anxiety. I'm not okay. I can't think for myself. I have to look outside of myself. I have to sustain outside of myself because I can't sustain within myself anymore. And so that's when we, of course, get caught up in the, I don't know why I didn't have the Fibonacci spiral in there, but the Fibonacci mechanics, it's definitely second creation finite mechanics. And our Western civilization pretty much runs on second creation finite mechanics, anyway, in my opinion. Yeah, we've been, let's see. I did that. Anybody want to comment on, oops, second creation finite mechanics?
I wanted to say something. So I've worked with subtle energies for the past 2 years, and what I'm finding out is that the patterns and the codes and things like that are Christic, they have all colors of light in them. And like say the false tree of life, it's missing like a certain amount of light colors. And I can tell very easily which ones are the, Christic codes and which ones are not, because, I can measure the colors that they each have. So it is a big drastic, difference. Definitely.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that reminds me too, the tree of what I just talked about, the Fibonacci spiral, the tree of life, get back down.
We can probably talk about the Kafara grid and how, isn't it specifically energy centers in the tree of life have actually been moved from the original Kafara grid?
Yeah, hold on. I want you to talk, Louis. Just hold on. I wanted to get one thought out first. The flowers of life, the tube tours, the Kabbalah tree of life, that's what I was trying to look at, and Fibonacci spiral, they actually at their root started out as organic and then got altered and modified and changed structure. Second creation finite mechanics cannot sustain on its own merit. It cannot create anything. It can't sustain on its own. It relies completely on organic mechanics. So it's never going to want to completely kill off organic mechanics. It just wants to harness it for its own use. All right, sorry about that, Louis. Go ahead.
Oh, you pretty much just said what I was going to say.
Great minds think alike. Okay, good. Anything else anybody wants to add?
I think we should make the point of how finite second creation was actually like the actual intention behind it, because the actual intention behind it was out of love. Well, originally it came out of grief, but there's such a loving aspect to it because they wanted to create a system where nothing had to fall again.
The safety net, yeah, exactly. Keeping us from going down, the whole system going down. There's a point where with that resistance, when it gets too stuck, releasing it in a sense with becoming space dust return, which allows, because this is really important to get. our light body structure, okay, is not who we are. We are eternal spirit beings. We are the Aya. We are God source first eternal. We are conscious aware energy that has expanded into individuation of all kinds of different personalities and expressions of a musical light sound creation. So when that light body, light sound creation with its form constant holding it, goes kapoof, that consciousness returns almost like a magnet back into the eternal core of its being, right, which is the Aya. And if you're someone who is remembered, if you did probably more good than you did not so good, but you just made certain things or did certain things or was in the wrong place at the wrong time or whatever, or your template got fractured and went to space dust that way because you were being a grid keeper. You're out in there trying to change things, shift things, clean things up. If you're remembered by those that really love you, then when you return a space dust, so to speak, that spirit self of all you're part of can put that consciousness back together again. Now, you may still have to kind of start kind of at a lower density plane to evolve back up because you're going to put yourself back together again, but you're not forgotten. So that's kind of important to know. And that's why I really love the work that I do, because the Mashayahana Prayer Salon, that mechanics of your plasma body, which is your spirit body, when you connect with what I call the multidimensional clan family, you're connecting back with that part of yourself that if you were to become space dust would be the part of you that would gather up the pieces and hold them in the form constant and bring yourself back again. So yeah, really getting to know that part of who your eternal being is so important. So you can kind of start letting go. I don't want to go down a space dust return. That's not what I would like to do or have intention or focus on. But if I do, I'm connected enough with my eternal being. It's okay. In fact, it's not my first rodeo. I have memory of getting fractured, being in the middle of the wars and getting my template fried and becoming space dust in the community that I was a part of, held together and remembered me. And I was able to come back. I had to do some clearing work on that, but when I came back in this lifetime, because I still was feeling that trauma that wasn't attached to anything anymore, but I was feeling that trauma, so I had to work through that. But yeah, we're truly eternal beings. And we never get it done, or we never get it wrong because we never get it done as the eternal beings we be. Anything else before we move forward? Or actually, we're probably getting close to being at the end of the time. I think I was done with this second creation final mechanics part. You wanted to speak, Nadia?
Yeah. Katie, you mentioned earlier on you was connected to KS, something with Abraham Hicks about something about the bobbing.
Oh, when you're fishing and the reel goes out and you have the little bobble.
Yeah.
Naturally, that bobble wants to rise. So in other words, naturally our frequency wants to rise, but when we get into the resistance and then not feeling okay in the struggle, we pull that bobble down.
Okay.
And then we get all kinds of heavy energy built up from that.
Okay. And when we are evolving, integrating, we can have that experience of the bubble sort of coming up and down.
I think naturally, maybe I don't know if natural is the right word. Natural in
Mhm.
this time matrix, the bobble is going to kind of be going up and down, up and down, up and down because we go up and down,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The goal is
Thank
to
you.
keep going up, but
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
very welcome. Anything else on the second creation finite mechanics before we close for the day, and we'll start next month? Oh, which reminds me, before we go, I want to kind of talk about people's schedules and making sure we kind of set up the best times and days for people. But we'll be starting next month, the 4 steps to living the harmonizing journey to realignment. So let me just stop the share. Okay. All right. All right. Currently for this month, we have the 28th, Saturday the 28th at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, New York time, for our first harmonizing journey together. And again, for this particular session, I'm going to have everybody together, and it'll be kind of more of a meet and greet, a little bit more sharing time, kind of going over the process a little bit. But I do want the new people to definitely get that, which is not you, Nadia. You've already done the introductory session many times. The only thing that you'll want to do is the audio recording for the second part. Second thing to do. It's the quicker way to move into the into your pod space. Although I will be doing that in this session.
Yeah.
To practice it, but it won't hurt to go through it for everybody
Sure.
to kind of get familiar with it. Now, we have someone that's an Aussie in the group, and we have our European people in the group. So, this time, I guess, Sabina, or actually, Nadia, where are you at?
I'm in the UK.
Okay, how is
I'm in
this
England.
time? How is this
It's
time for
okay.
you? Okay. Because if
It's
I
all
go
right.
earlier, we're hitting poor Greg, who's in
Sure.
Australia, which is going to be like, if we go at 4 p.m. your time, Greg, I think it's, well, 2 hours earlier than what we met today. So it's kind of early. It's like 4 a.m. or something.
5:30.
5:30.
5:30. Yeah, 5:30 a.m. That is doable. Like I can do 5:30 a.m. That's just depends yeah, how it works with everyone else. I'm happy with
We could
5:30.
do.
I was actually up at 5 this morning. And then I fell back to sleep, and then I couldn't find the link.
Oh,
And
no.
then
Uh-huh.
so I didn't find the link on the Gridkeepers page. It said just follow the link underneath, and I couldn't see the link. So I went back to, I think, one of the other pages up the top, and then I found the link.
So
So
when you say the Gridkeepers, do you mean are you talking about the Discord group?
I know this group here today, the link for the Zoom.
Right. When you were looking for you said the Discord, you couldn't find it, or when you clicked on it, it didn't work. Was that from the Discord chat? Oh, go ahead.
I was just in the Gridkeepers. I was trying to log on to this group session today, the Zoom link, and it
There
said,
wouldn't be a Zoom link there for you.
"Oh, okay." Yeah.
The page was the Harmonizing Journey website, HJR
Yep.
Gridkeepers community page. Will have to sign in, and then it has what I showed earlier. But to see the links, that would be the Discord chat, which you're in. I saw you. And I had talked earlier, and I just kind of want to stress that, or kind of reiterate again before we close. Do you like to have the idea of one chat just to have the Zoom links in, one chat for actual chatting, and then one chat for, I'm calling it chat because that's what Discord calls it, and then one chat for the links or for the videos that we do, for the sessions that we do?
Sounds
How do
pretty good
peop-
to me. Just to keep
Mhm.
it very
keep
structured,
some order,
so we know
yeah,
where
some order
everything is.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I noticed a lot of people were commenting and saying hello in the Zoom one. Just
Mm-hmm.
make it into the actual HGR Gridkeepers chat one, which is the middle one when I was showing you that, and that's really good. And I'm looking for
Maybe
Yes.
turn the Zoom channel into the welcome channel, and they can create another channel with where the Zoom links.
wait, hold on. Let me pull it back up again before we go.
Because I'm assuming the first page where everybody, when someone joins, they pop in. You might want to change that text channel into the welcome.
Well, I don't know that I want the Zoom to be welcome because it's not really welcome. It's the monthly Zoom links.
No, but isn't that the default page that everybody, when someone
Is
joins?
it the default because it's the first one? Can I like move one up over another one?
I'm assuming so. I'd have to
I
check on my end
do
because I'm not too sure.
that.
In Discord, in the
Oh,
settings, you can change
hold on.
the
Hold on.
landing
Wait a minute.
channel.
No. I don't, wait. What if I do it this way?
Oh, 1 second. Press that Vault.
Oh, I don't know what I just did, but whatever I just did was bad.
Right, I need to clear that Vault. There we go.
Shoot. What happened to the I'm hoping it didn't go into the voice. Yeah, it did. I went into the voice. Oh, okay. So HJR Gridkeepers channel's the first one. Bi-weekly journeys, second one. Monthly Zoom links is the third one.
Okay.
I might be able to play with it and get it to where HJR Gridkeepers channel's first, or chat is first. Monthly Zoom second, bi-weekly journeys recordings third, but I'm gonna leave it for now where it's at right now. So what it sounds like you're saying, Lewis, is whichever one's the first one is the default one that when people first come in, it goes to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you should be able to change it if you go into that like Vault.
I think
I
I just did.
I think you should change it in the. I think the order doesn't matter. In the server settings, in the Discord server settings, you can change the channel that is the landing page. Not here in the server.
We'll figure it out at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
let's
So
figure that out. All right. Okay, we can just close this. All right. Stop sharing. Okay, so
Excuse me, Katie.
yes, sir.
Just one. So what you're saying is go through the Discord chat to log into the Zoom meetings.
You go into the Discord chat, and you showed where I was trying to make it where Zoom wasn't the first one, blah, blah. You click
Yeah.
on in that group, and then you look for the most current Zoom link, whichever one it's going to be, because there's going to be one, each month there's going to be one for discussion, and then there's going to be two for the journeys.
Okay.
Discussion.
Okay, because there's
Thank-
going to be 2 journeys a month. And I'll
Okay.
have a little, when I create the Zoom link, and it gives the place for the title, I will say what it is. And okay, so, and then I was saying for the one on the journey on the 28th, that session, everybody's going to be in on it for that one.
Okay.
But then the next month, because there's like Lisa, Simeon, Nadia, hello, Phoenix, right? Came in kind of late. We're at the tail end of it now. But more the new people will go into the newer journeys, and the people that have been working with me for a while and are made it to Urea Earth and doing all that work will have a different journey. Seasoned people can go to both, obviously holding space for the new people. But obviously the new people eventually are going to become seasoned. And then, well, fingers crossed, we will have new people coming in. There will be new people, and then they'll work their way up to the seasoned group. Is there a particular day, since I think we got the time, is there anybody else that's with, let's say, the 4 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time? So figuring out where that works for you. We meet a little bit earlier to help out the European people. Is there a day of the week that's kind of better than other days?
I won't be able to attend the 28th because I'm going to be working till midnight. But I can start booking days off when I know in advance what days. So that's not a problem.
I forgot to plug my computer in.
Tu-
Okay.
Tuesday would be great, but I'm flexy as to what's great for the group, I've got some flexibility, so.
Okay, so I've got Tuesday for now. The only thing is I want to make sure I don't mess with Lewis's
Okay.
Freedom Forum, but that's
Sure.
twice a month. So I just need to
Sure.
alternate and not do that. Okay, anybody else have a day better than another day? Okay.
As long as you give me 2 weeks' notice, I can just book a day off.
Okay.
So it's
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say one Saturday a month. Does that work for people maybe to do something one Saturday a month? Or are we really better doing it during the week? Normally.
I sometimes have work on a Saturday, but I can always pick up the recording, if the group is
Okay.
if it's good for the majority of the group or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Thursdays? How does Thursdays
Yeah.
work for you?
Yeah.
Thursdays work. Thursdays for everybody?
Yeah.
So we could do, I would say, well, let's see, we'd be meeting 3 times a month, right? Because some people will be 3 times. Some people will just be 2 times. So let's just go for Thursdays at 4 p.m. my time.
Bing said he has football on Thursday nights, Eastern.
Okay.
How would Friday be for everyone? Because that's the end of the week, right? It might work out better.
I can
Maybe,
do
I don't know.
Friday. How do people feel about Friday?
The nature of my work, it's just the way it is because I work freelance. Sometimes it's not always going to be I might have something on, so but again, if that works for people, put Friday down. Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll just book whatever
We
days
could
off you.
wait see, let me look at the chat too. Okay. Oh, I don't have. Okay. We could maybe stick with Wednesday for this group and maybe the Tuesday for the journeys.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. Yeah.
And for October. So I know October 1st, you have a Freedom Forum, right?
Yeah.
So do we want to do the 8th and the 22nd?
Yeah, sounds good.
22nd,
Does that work?
22nd.
The 22nd
8th and the 22nd.
on Tuesday. And then the 16th for the discussion. How does that work?
Yeah. So 8th, 16th, and 22nd of October.
8th, 16th, 22nd, 8th. Yeah. Yeah. Now for you, oh, I have to make a decision, don't I? Between the 8th and the 22nd, for the new people into this, which of those 2 Thursdays would work out the best for you?
For me,
Yeah. Or does it not matter?
the 8th, the 8th is good.
I'll do the newcomers journey on the 8th and the more seasoned on the 22nd. And then everybody on the 16th. But again, the seasoned people can do the 8th as well. And it probably won't take long for you guys that are new to probably step into the seasoned, probably, depending upon how things go. Well, some will probably move faster than others, but yeah.
Excuse me, Katie.
Yes, sir.
Will that be 4 p.m. New York time? Like,
Yes.
thank you.
So you said that was, what did you say that was for you in your time? On the following
It's
day. So I'm saying
the
Tuesday, so it would be
following day.
Wednesday for you early in the morning. And that would be
I've
what
already
time?
worked it out. Yeah, just wondering what it was, 4 or 6.
I'm gonna say 4, if you are really okay with 4,
Yeah, that's okay.
which was, what was it, 3 for you? 3:30?
No, 5:30 a.m.
5:30, okay. That's not
Next
horrible.
day.
Yeah, 5:30 Wednesday morning for you.
Yeah. That's fine.
That just weirds me out about how it's not it's a weird time frame for you. But anyway, anyway. Are we good? Is there anything I'm missing? So we're going to be journey on the 8th for newcomers, seasoned people on the 22nd for October, and we'll all meet together on the 6th, Wednesday the 16th. So, which is Thursday for you. Okay, I think we got it. And it's 4 p.m. my time, EDT, New York time, or Eastern Standard, or Eastern Daylight Savings Time, which at some point is going to change, and I will be going back an hour. We'll fall back an hour, which is weird because I think, Gregory, you actually finally figured this out. You'll be springing forward when you change because you'll be going into the spring, right? When your time changes,
Okay.
just to make life fun. And crazy.
Yeah, because I'm not on Sydney time because I'm when Sydney time changes, like I'm in Darwin, I'm right up the top of the country.
Oh, and they
And
don't do daylight savings time there?
no, but they
Okay.
do in Sydney.
Okay.
So it becomes an hour and a half change from Sydney, but I'm not worried about them. I just think about your time change because I can look it up on the world clock and just adjust myself where I am. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. So I think we got October figured out, and I will hopefully see everybody on the 28th at 4 p.m. my time, which will be Sunday for you at
Good day,
5:30.
Hostmasters.
That's later in the day.
Yep.
That'll be like it, well, quote unquote 10 p.m.
1 a.m. my time.
Yeah. So there's like a good span in between. I was feeling like just to kind of get that energy going for the grid, that it wouldn't hurt to stick with that original date that I had, not knowing when they were going to do their thing. And I figure, okay, there's something about that date. We're going to all do it. We're all going to work on that date. Okay. But you're saying you're going to be at work during that time, my time?
I'm going to be at work till midnight my time, so I'm going to have to rush home when I
Okay.
finish work at midnight to get home for 1. But I only live 5 minutes away, so it's not too bad.
Oh, so yeah, you will be
Yeah.
at work during my session. Yeah, okay. During our, okay. All right.
It's
We will
1
miss you.
a.m. in your time, Luis. 1 a.m. in your time.
It's
He's
scheduled
he's
for
gonna he's gonna
1:30 my
make
time.
it he's gonna make it in
Okay.
time for the Earth sync, but he's gonna be at
Okay.
work
Mhm.
during our
Yeah.
Harmonizing Journey Gridkeepers.
Okay. Mhm.
But next month it sounds like we're gonna be okay because he
Yeah,
can
fine.
plan.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Again,
Thank
is
you,
there
dear.
anything else before we conclude that you want to say or share before we're done? Are we all good? Okay.
Oh, just to say, Katie, from one of the journeys, the butterfly, my mom,
Yeah.
I've been seeing several of them in certain situations, from the journey. Yeah. So live ones and visual ones as well. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
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 Really nice. Yeah. And I also found a flamingo.
Okay.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
so it's interesting. Yeah, we all have company. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it'll be fun because we work with the whales sometimes. They come in, dolphins
Yeah.
will come in. Just kind of
Yeah.
very fascinating. It's like they're in the air. Mhm.
Wow.
The Sasquatch guys come in sometimes.
Yes.
We do a lot of work with them.
Yes.
They're beautiful, powerful beings, grid keepers for sure.
Yeah.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. Look forward
Thank
to seeing
you.
you on the
Thank you,
28th.
dear.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.